if you or somebody that you know is struggling with knee pain and you're looking for solutions, today I have 3 tips to help you with knee pain. So stay tuned because we're going to discuss all about that. But recently I've been having a lot of people come to the clinic talking about this knee pain that's causing a little bit of discomfort while you get up out of a chair, find yourself climbing upstairs, or even worse, coming downstairs with knee pain, or find yourself walking or running a certain amount of distance that doesn't really feel comfortable on the knee. So if that's somebody like you or somebody that you know that is struggling to find solutions to help with these knee concerns, make sure you stay tuned because we're going to talk all about these tips today. So overall, knee pain doesn't have to stay. It's one thing that we see a lot of people struggle with day in and day out longer than they ever should. So if you know somebody struggling with this, or if that is you, I'm glad you're here today. My name is Brooke. I'm a physical therapist here at the Physio Revolution. I am the co-founder and co-owner of the Physio Revolution. I deal with people daily who struggle with knee pain and knee concerns. Overall, it's one of the top issues that we see here at our clinic, and one thing that we do know is that it doesn't have to last. We help a lot of people every day suffering with knee pain, and I hope today that I'm able to provide you with 3 tips that will help you get started towards knee pain. So stay tuned because we're going to dive into tip number 1 right now. So tip number 1 is all about stairs. This is the biggest thing that I see a lot of people struggle with, is either going up or down stairs. What I want to give you advice on is how to do a stair correctly and use the right muscles during it. So watch this for me and I'll explain it. So most people approach a stair putting their leg up and just keeping their body nice and vertical as they go up a stair. Now the better way to do this, because we don't really like that vertical chest, is to make sure that you start leaning or pitching your body forward so you can start to use your glute better. Tip number 2 is going to be all about what not to do. So what I'm seeing recently is people are asking a lot about knee braces. Now, I'm all about knee braces if they're a good starter activity. This is more for somebody who wears a knee brace day in and day out. I don't support the day in and day out. Typically what a knee brace does for me and for the way that I think about a body wearing it is it actually atrophies muscles. So even though it's a protected sleeve, it also allows the body to think that it doesn't have to work as hard, so it lets the muscles go dormant. I think about it this way: if you're put in a cast with your elbow in a cast, typically after about 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to notice that the muscle has atrophied tremendously. Now, I know you're not in a cast, but you're in a sleeve, but we think of it the same way, that if the body doesn't have the feedback or need to fire, it won't have to, so it will get less strong and it will get more atrophy. So you're dealing with that issue if you constantly work in and out of a knee sleeve, and if that's the case, you need to go see somebody who's able to diagnose correctly and able to help you as far as getting the right exercises that won't be painful, because knee pain doesn't have to be painful as you get stronger. So tip number 3, now we're on to the last one. Tip number 3 is about making sure that you find somebody who knows how to diagnose correctly. Now, I know you've probably heard this before, and I'm not going to get redundant, but what I am going to tell you is when I see people suffering with knee pain, it typically doesn't always originate from the knee unless it's a traumatic event. So if you had a traumatic event, obviously you want to make sure that you're seeing somebody who understands the knee well. But if you didn't have a traumatic event and you're seeing time is just kind of gradually making the knee pain worse, and you're trying some stuff that aren't working, maybe you're trying some YouTube exercises, maybe somebody gave you some advice on what to do with knee pain, but it's not really resolving at the time, or maybe you just yourself are so fed up with it that you don't want to do anything about it, and it's frustrating. I see this a lot. This is a lot of what people tell me, that they literally have tried so many different options and they're just frustrated. So make sure you find somebody who understands the knee. For me personally, I do look at the knee, but I also want to look above and below. I think of you as a human, and rightfully so, right? We have contact with the ground at the ankle, so we need to make sure that the ankle alignment is hitting that correctly. If there's tightness or if there's weakness at the ankle, that can shift right up to the hip, or right up to the knee, excuse me. And so if the knee's not stable because of the hip being weak or overly strong in some areas but dominant in others where we don't want them to be, that's going to shift the knee alignment as well. So make sure that you understand that you need to find a provider that's looking at you as a whole unit. It may be from the head that you originate and cause some issues on the way down. I've seen some extravagant stuff out there, and so if that's you and you're not finding a solution, I really advise for you to just comment down below, and I'd be able to find you a good PT in the area or a good provider to make sure that you're finding the solutions that you'd like. And if you have any comments or questions down below, I'd be happy to answer them. So I hope this helps you get 3 good tips towards helping ease your knee pain today for you or somebody that you love. And I hope to be speaking to you soon. Take it easy, have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.